Colleague Christofczyk from Broadcast Solutions, and today I would like to give you a short introduction to MOG MAM4Pro. Well, what is MOG at a glance? MOG is a worldwide digital media technology provider. They have a very, very skilled team that can even develop new workflows for you and have nice products, good working products. They are strong in professional media, computer science, AI-based workflows and stuff like that, new media and cloud systems. MOG offers the ultimate media digital technology to create, manage, distribute and engage communities, leading them to deeper engagement, greater knowledge, expected behaviors and immersive environments. So, what does this mean for us in the cloud? We have the ability to ingest media, record media, transcode media, playback media, stream it and decode it. MOG calls this virtual media operations. Everything runs in a cloud, on-premise or in a hybrid cloud. And the highlights of all this are virtual media operations, which we'll see in the next chart a little more in detail. Of course, remote digital media production and management, deploying on-premises as mentioned before, or on the public cloud, or in a private cloud, or hybrid. Everything is managed through a central web interface, so you have everything at the tip of your hands. And last but not least, you have only one interface for everything, for record, play out, ingest, whatever you like. So the virtual media operations itself, what does it mean? It's on the input side, many formats, anything you can think of. File means that you have anything from just a GoPro file or a P2 file, Sony XD-Cam, S/S, whatever, we have it. Of course, we can handle NDI streams, SRT, HLS, MPEG-, MPEG-TS, RTMP, RTSP, RTP, SDI in 3G and 12G, and social media, which we will have a closer look in the next few shots. On the output side, we have the ability to go out to OTT with 5 formats in parallel, or do social media channels, or of course just have regular file-based stuff for video editing systems or just mix down files, whatever you like. On the live side, we again have all the inputs as outputs as well. So we have again the NDI out, SRT, HLS, RTMP, RTSP, RTP, UDP, HTTP push, MPEG-TS, and again the SDIs and the social media channels, which we can just deliver to. And on this social media part, we have on the input side Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Periscope for live events. For VOD events, we also have Instagram and Vimeo. On the live output side, we have kind of everything that we have on the input, which is true for VOD and live streams. If you would like to see how it works, I've prepared a little thing here in my browser plugin. So if we can look at my browser now, I hope we can. I don't see it yet. Are we already on the browser? Okay, cool. Sorry for that. Right here on the top, I have a little plugin for Chrome, which is the so-called social media plugin. If I find an interesting video, in this case on YouTube, this is the Colibri 50, a nice flying camera, and I like this into my production workflow. I simply go to my little plugin, select the workflow which is already configured on my MAM4Pro system. Select that one. This workflow here wants some metadata for me used for clip naming. So in this case, I have a list where I can choose predefined journalist names. So let's pick, for example, Lara in this case. And then it wants a title for me. So let's call it Colibri Cam. Oh, mistyped it here. And then I simply click on Run Workflow and get this, your workflow got started. Please check in your panel. If I now go to my dashboard, I can see that I have a clip in progress here, which is already almost done. So basically what happened here is my browser plugin sent it over the URL to the video I desire, send it into the MAM4Pro system, which automatically downloads it and then converts it into the desired format. And if we have a closer look here at our workflow profile, we have this social media profile here where I can choose, in this case, it's set to Apple ProRes as an OP1A file, and it's going to some local storage in this case. And the clip naming part is over here, which is also a predefined template which requires some metadata, which is highlighted here. Not really highlighted here, but it's journalist and title, and that is what it is made of. One other interesting thing from my point of view is in the advanced section. We have various options to do to preserve relations to original if it's OP1A file or MXF files which have unique IDs. So if I have an OP1A file as an input file, I can just maintain the original IDs even for other outputs. So I can have a Panasonic file and get it as a Sony flavor with the same ID, and everything would match back even if I have the Sony or Panasonic flavors. I have frame chase enabled, which at least in the Avid world enables us to start editing the video on the file as it's being ingested. Still not finished, but I can already work with it. Comes in handy if you have longer formats there. One other thing I like a lot is the BITC options. So burn in timecode. We can burn in timecode. We can have text overlays. We can even have graphics overlays or videos. So we can put in just branding as we go on the ingest without having to care about it. And yeah, that's basically it for the input side of files. We have kind of the same options, or basically the same options if we go for a record, which would do an SDI record. Of course, if we do an SDI record, we are tied to real hardware, which would not work in the cloud, of course. But if we look here, we have the two hardware types that it can come in. You can have it as a virtual system running on a virtual machine, or as these turnkey systems. They come in as one rack unit, 25 centimeter or 23.5 centimeters deep, one rack unit or two rack unit usage. And we have the SDI inputs here, IP, which is SMPTE 2010 and 2020, no, what's called 2022. Yeah, that is basically what the system does. We have one last chart for the MAM4Pro, which also I would like to point out. It's the scheduler part. If we have multiple channels of recording, we can have a scheduler which looks like this little grid over there, where you have a timeline where you see all your scheduled recordings that are done, and you can just pick them, set them where you want them on each channel. You can even have video routers switched through the software. So if you have the right Evertz or Grass Valley or Blackmagic design video routers on your location, you can set the router before you start the recording, and then you're good to go. If you are in that scheduler, maybe we can just switch back to the web interface real quick. It is as easy as just double clicking, and you get in your timeline, then you get a predefined duration. You need to give it a name, rec01 for example. Give it either a duration or just a start and end, but you can also say this should go on for like 10 minutes. And again, we need to choose our metadata if we have this, and then just save it. And now, of course, I pick one that is not working. That's always on live shows. Sorry for that. So, but that one should work. Let's call it rec2. And here we go. So it shows up in my timeline. I can even grab it and move it around in time if I like, or shorten it. Could even move it to another channel if I can grab it with this mouse. Sorry, I can't right now. And well, that's basically it. We can put in anything into the system, out of the system, and we can have this on-premise in the cloud. We support Amazon, Azure, the Google Cloud Drive, name it, you got it. If there's something you're missing, it probably can't be implemented if you have a big demand for it. Have we got any questions left? So, well, not really, unfortunately. So if there are no more questions, I would say thank you and close my presentation for today. If you have any further questions in the future, please don't hesitate to contact us, and we will be glad to give you a more in-depth demo, and questions will be answered there. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.